Impact version 3.2 special program.
You.
I'm your host, Zach Aguilar, the voice of the male traveler, Ether, and today I'm joined by...
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Hey everyone, I'm Kimberly
Nahida,
Ann
we
Campbell,
love
and I voice
her.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida. This is my first ever special program,
That is
and I
true.
can't wait to explore the upcoming
Because they
content with
weren't
all of
putting
you.
the voice
What's
actors
up,
in.
everybody? My name is Alejandro Saab, and I'm the voice of Sino.
I
Hopefully everyone's gotten to know Sino a
love
little
him.
better during this version, and we've still got plenty of Sino coming our way in the
I haven't
upcoming
gotten
version
to the
too.
part of the
And I'm
story
sure
with
lots
him
of
yet.
travelers are super excited to see what version 3.2 has in store for us.
Oh, I'm
So
hyped.
let's jump right in and start with our new version trailer.
Let's go.
Let's do
go.
it.
If there's spoiler already, I'm doomed. All right, let's go.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by?
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Oh my god, this is Toad. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh my god. This
So
is
this
not
is how
good
it
for
feels
people
to walk
who
out of that
don't
cage
play
with my
it.
own body. Yeah.
Wow, this is
Hey,
spoiler central. She's so cute. Holy shit.
make yourselves at home. Yeah. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Oh yes,
Is it too late for an extension?
Layla. That's such a cute voice.
Ah! Not now.
Another
Stars,
Hydro
shine for me.
Girl, oh my god. Hydro Station. I hear about this.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
So, you think this is over?
Oh, more spoilers. More spoilers. Oh,
Wait. No.
oh my god. Wait, can I watch this? Ah!
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth
no.
of this world.
Oh no, I really have
The balladeer has already
What?
become a god?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom.
Scaramouche becomes a mech. Oh yes, the Scaramouche boss.
At my command, you shall fall.
The
My
Scaramouche
endless
boss.
cycle
Will they finally
begins.
officially announce
Your
the end?
ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
What?
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I must admit that I'm a little scared.
Really makes sense.
But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hathem's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Brothers, let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Quasar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
Bro, we need to play.
Creating a god.
We are using human wisdom to create a god.
Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Huh. Wow. Yes.
So we've got a lot to unpack from that trailer.
Yeah. After experiencing the Sub-Zerus Festival, Samsara, and surviving our journey through the desert,
my God.
we'll finally get to the riveting end of the Sumeru Archon quest in version 3.2. Picking up right where we left off, the Traveler is teaming up with some amazing characters to face the Academia and rescue Sumeru's Archon. But I'm sure the first thing everyone's
we
wondering is how we're
theorized-
going to save the Dendro Archon.
We
Yeah.
theorized
sure.
that the
Nahida's been locked
academia-
up by the doctor inside this
Oh my
sanctuary
god,
of
no,
Suristana.
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
not like
no.
we can just go walking in there.
Ah!
And on top of that, we're dealing with two of the Fatui Harbingers now.
Oh my god.
We've got the Balladeer in his super powerful looking boss form, as well as the Doctor, who seems to be a real tricky one to
Oh my
predict.
god.
I'm not gonna lie, the Traveler really has his hands full with this one.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation.
Totally. And besides these two harbingers, we can be sure the Grand Sage will also be on his guard. But hey, with the help of two insiders like Sino and Alhaitham, we might just have a way into the academia.
Well, as the General Mahamatra, Sino also has his own agenda. After being tracked and predicted by the academia for all these years, this might just be his chance to settle the score.
And if we're hoping to truly save Sumeru, we'll definitely need the power of the Dendro Archon to help us.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everyone's hard work and coordination plays out.
And I don't know about you guys, but besides saving Nahida, I'm also curious how we're going to save Irminsul. Plus, we still don't know the meaning behind the words that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left us.
I don't know what words they left us.
Forget me.
Well,
Wait,
travelers will be able to
Rukkhadevata?
personally unravel the answers
there
to
we go.
all these questions in their own journeys through version 3.2.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious what the future for Sumeru will be once they get through all of this. And, well, you know, what will happen to the crew we've been working with along the way.
The little,
same.
From
I just hope things will work out for everyone affected by Elazar, like Dunyarzad and Kale. Oh, and we can't forget the desert dwellers who have been mistreated all these years. There's a lot that needs to change for them, too.
Just say, like,
Right.
all
So be sure not to miss
lands in
Chapter 5 of the
Teyvat are,
Archon
like,
quest.
corrupt in some
Akasha
way.
pulses, the Kulpa flame rises.
Except for
It'll be quite the
Mondstadt.
ride, and I hope everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah, and of course, the end of this quest won't be the end of everyone's journey in Sumeru. There are still many puzzles and mysteries waiting to be solved. Whether it's Lesser Lord Kusanali, the Doctor, or the Balladeer, I think there still might be lots of unexpected things waiting to be uncovered.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so now that we've talked about some of the storyline,
Yes, let's move
maybe
away from
we
the
can talk about
storyline.
that massive mechanical-looking puppet we've seen. That's the god that the Academia has been creating.
That's right. And now that you mentioned it, let's talk about the Balladeer boss battle.
Alright.
Whew, this boss looks
Scaramouche
tough.
boss.
The Doctor must have put a lot
Scaramouche
of his
mech
energy
boss.
into this.
We love it.
Yeah, the Balladeer has lots of strong and awesome looking abilities, so why don't we start by checking out some gameplay from the new boss battle?
Sounds good.
Woo!
Alright, let's see. Hello. Wow. I was gonna say it reminds me a bit of Raiden, and of course, it makes sense. Why would it not remind me of Raiden? He's a puppet of Raiden. What's the little thing that's following him? I have no idea what that is. It looks like a little
Just look at the
Aranara?
size of
I
it.
guess that's another thing
Pretty
I'll
sure
have
this
to
boss
find
is going
out.
to push travelers to the limit.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that thing is huge. And come to think of it, this is like the third Fatui Harbinger boss battle we've had. They
That is
really keep
true.
stepping up the art and design every time. It's so
All the
awesome.
bosses are the two
So cool.
harbingers.
This is an ultra-powerful puppet we're going up against here. So we're talking huge attacks and epic moves.
You look
Let's break
pretty
it down a bit. In the first phase of the battle, the Balladeer will use his massive arms to attack everyone.
Whew.
The arms are
Oh,
capable
hello.
of utilizing
That's
different
multiple
elemental
elements
powers,
there.
and there are several types of abilities, including attacks that create
So
fields
there's
of burning
pyro,
or freezing effects on the ground.
Cryo,
Oh, you know
And,
what? This fight kind of reminds
and
me of when we
Electra.
fight Ruin Guards. I think we'll have to come up with a way to paralyze it.
Right! And you might have
Paralyze
noticed there
it?
are some arcane formations on the ground, so activating those might trigger some interesting effects.
And I bet
Oh,
a lot
there's,
of
like,
people are
elements
wondering
on
what
the
that thing
ground.
is floating next to us. Not gonna lie, is kind of cute. Oh, maybe it's a Paimon reskin.
Sorry, but no.
Paimon reskin.
Not only is it super cute, but it's also super powerful. Travelers will need to charge energy for this little helper and use its special skill to counter the boss in battle.
So
A
what
helper in a
who is
boss
he?
fight.
He looks like an Aranara.
Yeah, that's definitely not Paimon.
Once the
Paimon's
Balladeer has
not that
transformed into this massive form, our usual attacks won't deal any tangible damage to him. So, the only thing capable of breaking through his defenses will be our little helper that we just mentioned.
Wow.
There will even
Is that
be
how
some
weak
moments
we
in the
are?
fight where travelers will need to use an aiming mode to attack the
Music
boss's
slaps.
weak
It
points.
does slap, doesn't it?
Who would have guessed that little thing would be so important against a boss the size of the Balladeer?
I know, right? They also use some amazing special effects for all of the Balladier's moves.
Yeah,
Speaking
the
of
special
which,
effects are
the
so
cosmic
amazing in this
appearance,
game.
the spacey special effects of his skills really kind of remind me of the Raiden Shogun skills.
That's what I said.
You're right.
That's what I said.
And seriously, I can't wait to check out this new boss fight. I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
So now that we've covered the new boss battle, I think it's time to introduce the first of our new playable characters coming in version 3.2. Let's welcome Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida.
Gosh.
Yay!
Finally!
Most powerful
After everything
Archon.
we've experienced in the story so far, I think Nahida's already like a good friend to us. It's seriously so crazy what we've been through.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Zach. Okay, so throughout our journey, maybe everyone's already
She's
noticed
so
some of
adorable.
the unique, yeah, let's call it that, unique metaphors that Nahida likes to use.
Dookie.
And yeah, they can be pretty out there. Or sometimes she'll use really childlike language to describe some deep or profound idea. But
Everyone
the
knows
truth is, she has yet to set
exactly
foot
what
in the outside world
scene
since she
she's
was
talking
born.
about.
To her, all the knowledge that she has in her mind is like pieces of scenery that she's never seen with her own eyes.
Totally. It's really hard to imagine that the god of wisdom had been locked up for 500 years. Just makes me upset just thinking about it.
But I'm sure everything will work out sooner or later.
If travelers would like to spend more time with Nahida, then be sure to check out Nahida's story quest, Sapientia
story
or Mastes
quests.
chapter. The quest will be available upon completing the Sumeru Archon quest. So be sure to check out the quest to learn more.
It's nice that we'll get to spend more time with her. But I want to see Nahida in battle. What you got for us, Kimberly?
Oh, please.
Oh, I've
please.
got lots to share.
For once,
But
I
before
really
we get
wanna
to
see
that,
this.
let's have a quick peek at Nahida in action.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
She's so, oh my god, it's like a little paper chain of people.
Grow!
Oh?
The Temple of Wisdom!
Oh? Oh?
Wow.
She's so cute!
Look at her.
I love her!
So cute.
Aw, little Naida is so cute. I love how she hops around when she's fighting. Oh, and her swing too. So
swing
what's
is
that skill
so
that looks like
cool.
she's using a viewfinder or something? That seems pretty different.
She looks like a kid
Okay,
playing around.
so
She
let's
does,
start with her
doesn't she?
viewfinder-ish kind of skill, which is actually her elemental skill. As a
She's
catalyst user, Nahida's combat style is pretty unique. You may cast her elemental skill by tapping the skill button, or you may hold the button to enter an aiming mode. Opponents
See
who
all
are
those
selected
blooms?
while aiming will be linked by Nahida's special
She's
mark.
gonna be so good for
After you
new
trigger elemental
comps.
reactions on opponents who are linked, and when they take damage from Dendro cores, Nahida will unleash Tri-Karma Purification, dealing Dendro damage.
Whoa, this is so cool. Yeah, I love how it's like connecting the enemies together.
What?
Outside of combat, Nahida can use her elemental skill and enter the aiming mode we just mentioned to interact with certain harvestable
Oh.
items, allowing her to collect items directly to the inventory from a distance.
Oh,
Whoa, wait.
legit?
Being able to harvest materials like that is going to be so
Legit?
cool. That'll really save us some time.
Yeah, this skill may also have some additional uses, so travelers will have to give it a try
Did
themselves
she
and
try
see.
and collect a person?
Okay.
They try to
Nahida's
collect
elemental
people?
burst is where things get really interesting. Upon unleashing her burst, Nahida manifests the Court of Dreams, expanding a special field.
That's pretty amazing. The effect really does look
That's
like some
nuts.
royal court or palace.
Yeah, different effects will be produced based on whether there are pyro, electro, and hydro characters in the party. While Nahida is within the special field, a pyro member in the party will increase the damage of Tri-Karma Purification. An electro party member will decrease the intervals at which Tri-Karma Purification is triggered, and a hydro party member will cause the duration of the field to be increased. If there are at least 2
my
party members of
God.
the elemental types I just mentioned, then the effects will be increased further.
By the way, hi,
This is
Dark
blowing my
Duel.
mind right now.
Gotta
Well,
catch
we have to
'em all.
focus on which effects we want to
That is
achieve
true.
and put some thought into our team's composition.
Right? A key thing to remember is that these effects can be triggered while Nahida is not on the battlefield, as long as the active character remains in the special field radius.
Yes, I'm just so
Nice.
excited for how
Also,
much
in
she's gonna
addition to
improve Milu.
Nahida, we have one other character joining us in version 3.2.
That's right. She's a very peculiar academia student. Her name is Layla.
She's so
Most days,
cute,
she looks
damn.
super tired and anxious, which seems to be a direct result of her relentless struggle with her studies.
Yeah, and not only is she
Why?
frail and anxious looking, but she also studies astrology. So
This game
it's no
is
wonder people
triggering
around her
me.
might consider her a little strange and mysterious.
This is triggering
And
to
even
all
though she's
PhD
always
students.
groaning about her studies, most of Layla's research work is actually fine overall. It's just her lack of confidence that's really holding her back.
Aw, honey,
And
it's
that's
like
when her
sucrose.
unusual ability comes into play.
And her ability is sleepwalking.
Yeah. While she is sleeping, Layla unleashes her true self, allowing her to regain the confidence she needs and activate the talents and strengths she's had all
Like a
along.
college student wouldn't know
As
how
soon
that
as she
feels.
starts
I know,
sleepwalking,
right?
her unfinished papers
know
no
how that
longer
feels.
seem like the monumental tasks they were, and she completes them in no time.
This is definitely something only Layla can do. Our viewers shouldn't try to do this with their own homework. But does Layla have any
Sleep
idea
study.
what happens when she's sleepwalking? I mean, does she know that she has this ability?
Wait, so does
she
she like
seems
fall
to be
asleep
aware of it.
and then wake up and
The
her stuff
papers
is
are
done?
obviously full of her handwriting, after all.
I feel like I
But
read
there
that.
have been some weird instances. For example, once during crunch time while researching, she sleepwalked and climbed the wall of Salmio, and then randomly bumped into Candace. Such weird occurrences have made her start to wonder what's really going on.
And aside from her sleepwalking, just like any other student, Layla has many typical things that she hopes to achieve, as well as some regrets.
We all have regrets.
She wants to be
honey.
able to make friends and go out and have fun.
It's so
But
hard.
it seems like she'll never be able to do any of that until she graduates.
That's so sad. But relatable.
And actually, I'm guessing that she uses her sleepwalking abilities in combat too, right?
You bet. Let's have a look at Layla
Does
in
she
combat.
fight sleep?
Sweet.
How does that work?
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there. Watching us.
Wow, she talks like she's asleep. This is for the college students. She talks like she's half asleep. Oh my god, that's so cute! She just fell asleep in the middle of the sky. That's adorable. It's a little like the other things they put above babies' cribs when they sleep. That's so cute.
It almost looks like she's sleeping while being protected by the shield.
This shield not only protects
That's
Layla, but also
adorable.
creates night stars while it is active.
Oh, I
When a
love
character
it.
protected by the shield uses an elemental skill, more night stars will be created. Once
Oh.
4 night stars have been accumulated,
Ayato.
they will transform into homing shooting stars, dealing damage to
I'm happy
any
to use
opponent's hit.
Ayato.
Ooh.
Ah, night stars. I love how her skills have a starry theme. It ties into her studies.
They are
Yeah,
putting
throughout the
so
skill's
much
duration,
work into
each
these
time a night star is
effects.
accumulated, the shield strength will
Every
increase.
character
This
has
effect can stack
better
up to a
and better
maximum
attack
of 4
effects.
times.
Whoa.
Layla's elemental
that.
burst unleashes a dream sphere that
so
constantly
pretty.
fires starlight slugs at opponents within its AoE, while also generating night stars for Layla's shield.
Oh my god.
As a talented Ratawa his student, Layla also comes in handy when crafting.
she's
When
asleep.
Layla crafts character talent materials, she has a set chance to receive double the product.
Ah, nice.
Sweet. Anyway, when can travelers expect to see
Let's,
these new characters
let's see
available
Nahida's
in-game?
passive.
Great question.
I
That brings
saw
us to our
this.
new event wishes.
Nahida
In the
and
early part of
Yoimiya,
version
how annoying,
3.2,
because I want
Nahida and
Yoimiya.
Yoimiya will be available. In the later part of the version, we'll be seeing rerun event wishes for Yaimiko and Tartaglia, and Layla will become available for the first time.
It's back!
Also, a new 5-star weapon, 1,000 Floating Dreams, will be appearing in the new weapon event wish.
Should I
Oh,
get
nice.
Child
By the
cons?
way,
Oh
I've
my
heard that
God.
Layla's been getting ready recently to participate in Sumeru's Beast Tamer tournament.
Oh
But before
my
we get into
God.
that, I think it's time for us to take another break. We'll be
I
back
feel
with the
like I
latest
have
info
to
on
save
events
for
coming in the
Alhaitham,
version
though.
update.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh,
it's
shush.
time for redemption code. You guys get it? I know.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, Alejandro.
3.2 special program, everyone. Next, we'll take a look at some of the new events for the coming
Invite
update.
Dory.
An amazing fungus competition is about to begin in the lands of Sumeru. Not only has it attracted local competitors from Sumeru, but also spectators from other nations.
Fungus competition?
Fungus competition.
How does that even work? Aren't fungi dangerous? They're always attacking us in the wild.
True.
I know it sounds a little weird, but you'll love it. In this contest, participants will use a special gadget called a Wisdom Orb to catch and train their fungi and participate in battle events.
Okay.
Although the fungi often pose as little troublemakers for us in the wild, using this gadget will allow travelers to establish a certain level of communication with
Capture
them.
fungi.
Okay,
Did
so
we not do
I
something
catch
similar?
and train a jade plume terror shroom, then I should be pretty much unstoppable, right?
Oh no, come on, that wouldn't be fair.
In this event, travelers will be able to sneak up on fungi in some certain areas to catch them.
Event to this.
Unfortunately, the Jade Plume Terror Shroom is not one of those areas, Kimberly.
Aww.
Lame.
If you end up startling them, they'll flee until they are outside a set distance.
Yep.
After catching different kinds
This
of
is
fungi,
familiar.
you can follow Paimon's suggestion and give them cute names.
A real gotta
But
catch
most
'em all.
importantly,
I know.
you will
eh?
have to train your fungi.
That sounds fun.
Travelers will have to
Train your
use special
fungi.
floral jelly ingredients to mix and form blends that your fungi enjoy and unlock their true potential. While mixing
second, I
ingredients,
thought you were gonna
use
say we
copy,
gotta use the
switch,
fungi
and rotate functions,
to
and
create
place a preset formula
stuff.
you have in the corresponding spot.
And then they showed their cute little
looks
faces.
kind of like jelly. I bet Paimon's gonna be all over that.
Hey! Paimon wouldn't ever do that!
Well, I can tell why you didn't book that role.
And with all these different kinds of fungi, they should have different abilities, right?
Yeah, so to work on their abilities, we'll use
have
something
fungi
called
to our
the
teapot.
Special
That would be
Training Mode.
cool.
In this mode,
I would
there will
like
be
to add
2
fungi to my
challenge
teapot.
types, coordinated assaults and zone defense. Travelers will be able to command their fungi's abilities, have them coordinate their attacks against a single target,
So we capture
and control them
fungi,
to defend the ley
give them
line model.
jellies to make them more
Oh,
powerful.
they're so cute.
And
This is gonna be so much
use
fun.
them
I can't
to
wait.
kill
Yeah, me
Hydros.
neither. As for the rewards,
like
in
a li-
addition to
it's- it
Primo
literally
Gems
is
and
like a
various
little set of
materials, once
Pokemon
travelers have reached a
fighting
certain phase
for
of the
you.
event,
Oh my
they will
God.
also be able
I
to
kinda
summon the
love it.
great and almighty merchant, Dory.
And Layla will be appearing in the event storyline, as well as a familiar visitor from another nation.
Huh? Who? What? Huh?
Any idea who it could be?
Who?
Supposedly a fun guy.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, I see what you did there. I respect
Shut
it.
up.
Let's leave that for travelers to discover
Fun
themselves
guy.
in the
The
event.
only person
guys,
I
fun
can
guy.
think of is
Okay, next
Ito.
up we have a change of pace with an all-new Trials event. For this event, travelers will have to use characters' special abilities to complete specific objectives. For example, you may have to knock slimes into the goal by triggering an overloaded reaction with Yen Phase
my
and
God,
Please
it's
attacks,
slime
or use
soccer?
Galon's elemental skill to move quickly and dodge giant pinballs.
Ooh.
Here are some others. Use Xiao's plunging attack to send platforms back to the ground, or use
Okay.
Beto's elemental skill to hit the ball.
I know.
This sounds like some pretty
But they
unusual
said from
training.
another nation.
Yeah, and to make things even more interesting,
Sino's
this
from the
event
same
will support
nation.
co-op gameplay.
Oh. This sounds like it'll be a lot of fun to watch. But what about objectives
All the
for
reasons.
characters that maybe we haven't unlocked yet?
No worries, we got you covered. All the corresponding characters will be provided as trial characters in the challenges.
perfect.
Max
In
2
addition
co-op,
to
that
these
is a
events,
little weird.
version 3.2 will also
Oh.
feature an event for our players to put their skills to the test.
Nah.
This time, we'll have a new edition of the
Hypostases.
Hypostatic Symphony event.
Nice. So, what
I don't
changes
think I
can
was around
travelers
for the first
expect this
one.
time around?
The most notable change, of course, will be the addition of the new Dendro Hypostasis. That's right, the last member of the Hypostasis family
The
will be
last
officially
member.
landing in version
Wow.
3.2. Besides serving as a new open world boss, the Dendro Hypostasis will also be busy performing alongside its fellow Hypostases
I wasn't
in the
around
Hypostatic
either.
Symphony
Is it fun?
event.
This time around, travelers will be facing challenges featuring the Dendro, Cryo, Pyro, and Hydro Hypostases. Before
Wow,
each
not
challenge,
Electro?
travelers may select
like
a buff
Electro's-
effect to use. However, as you increase the difficulty, the number of uses will decrease and the enemies will become more challenging. So it'll be super important for travelers to plan the right moment to use these effects.
So what options do we have once we run out of buffs?
Travelers will still be able to use food and potions from their inventory. If you're aiming to just collect all the Primo Gem rewards, then don't worry. You won't need to up the difficulty too much.
I haven't
Okay,
fought a
good
lot
to
of
know.
them.
Whew.
Oh, you
I,
can hear
for
it?
one,
Okay,
will
good.
definitely not be upping the difficulty. And
Sometimes my
just
mic
like
is
before,
great
you may
and
tackle the
sometimes
challenges together with your friends once they have joined your world.
Great. We can help each other out.
Oh yeah.
Now that we've covered the challenge event, let's take a quick look at a couple more casual events coming our way in the new
casual.
update. First, we'll be finding inspiration for an
Oh,
illustrator
no.
in the
No,
outside the
not
canvas
another
inside the
photo
lens
taken
event.
event.
And once again, we'll
Not
be working
again.
together with Lieben in Marvelous Merchandise. It's
Oh,
also
we
worth
did
mentioning
not
here
the
that some
Marvelous
optimizations have
Merchandise.
been made for the photo event this time around. Everyone will be able to select from some preset angles and can
the
make
bot a little
use
loud?
of the rotate and focus functions to take better pictures.
That's great.
While you're out taking pictures, you may run into some interesting storylines along the way. So be sure not to miss outside the canvas, inside the lens.
Man, I love these kinds of events. Sign me up.
Yeah, me too. In addition to all these new events, we also have some news on system-related updates and optimizations. I'm really excited about the first of these, which is regarding the Serenity
Now I don't
Pot.
know.
Starting with version 3.2, the Serenity Pot will be adding the long-awaited replication system.
Wow, that's super amazing.
Yeah. This feature will allow travelers to use sharing codes to bring designs from other travelers' teapots and implement them in their own,
I'm
or
down for
share
that.
their own teapot designs.
So it's
I
like-
know there may be some
it's like
travelers
the
out there
green
who have
codes
seen
from
some
Animal
amazing
Crossing.
teapot designs that they've wanted to also create themselves, but didn't have the ability or time to make it. With this new function, travelers will be
it's
able
like
to
the
bring that
dream
creativity
codes
back to their
in
own
the Dream
teapot,
Islands from Animal
or share their
Crossing.
creativity with others.
Get ready to hit up your friends with amazing
Why would
teapot
anyone share their
skills.
teapot?
I can't wait to see everyone sharing their designs.
That was actually
Especially
so
with
much fun.
me.
'Cause what's the
Which
point of
brings
making
us
a
to our
teapot if
final
you can't
update to
share it
share
with
with
people?
everyone. This one is regarding the game's available languages. Starting with
Oh.
version 3.3, which will be the update following this one, Genshin Impact will be adding Turkish and Italian to the game language settings.
Nice.
So, players who'd prefer to see the game's text and UI in those languages can look
That's
forward
cool.
to that.
The team truly hopes that travelers from
Turkish and
all over the
Italian
world
people.
can enjoy the
Woo!
game and start their own journeys through the world of Tibet.
For further details, please check Genshin Impact's official channels and keep an eye out for future announcements and info.
That's cool.
Wow, we've covered a ton of stuff. Seriously, it's a lot to take in.
Are we
For
almost
sure,
done?
we've covered just about everything coming our way in
It would
version
make sense.
3.2, which means we've arrived at the end of our special program.
This was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we covered a ton of stuff.
so much stuff.
Yeah. So many events
much-
too.
so
but
much
the
stuff.
the thing that I'm most excited about is, of course, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character, Nahida
Yes,
playable
Nahida,
character.
Nahida,
Obviously.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
for me,
waiting
it was
for
definitely the
someone
Palantir.
else
Dude,
to
it
become
looks
playable.
so insane.
Yes!
I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, for me, oh my
can't
gosh,
wait for stories to
so many
say.
things.
We're gonna
Battling the
play
Dendro
some-
hypostasis, and of course the fabulous fungus frenzy. Getting
be
my little
spoiled
fungi and
again.
battling with them. And, the teapot, the Serena teapot, I'm so behind on my teapot, so I can't wait
Can't
to
wait
Gotta
for
get on it.
Sonora.
get some designs from others, or at least, get some inspiration from getting another
I
teapot
don't
design.
know if that's gonna happen, buddy.
And just as we mentioned earlier, even though the Sumeru Archon quest will be reaching its final chapter here, it most definitely won't be the end of our journey in Sumeru.
I mean, probably not.
In our story this time, we'll be
Probably on
encountering some
3.2.
interesting and mysterious
My
content.
God.
And I hope it will be an amazing experience for all of our travelers. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon be with all of you.
Wow.
See you in game, everyone.
Can you believe
Bye.
that the
See
story is
ya.
already done?
Bye-bye.
Or the Archon quest is already done? Woo! Okay. I'm conflicted because I haven't played through the Archon quest yet. So I don't want to think too hard about what they mentioned to us in the Archon quest. But so far, Nahida looks amazing. I'm still not done with the art. Well, see, who's done with the Archon quest here? Cause I am nowhere close to being done with the Archon quest. What was your favorite part of the live stream?